Welcome back, everybody, to Heat Gaming. My name is Senshi.
I'm Red Baron.
And my name is Tricky Dicky. I don't really have any intro ideas this week, so...
Let's get right to it. Let's get to the punch.
Yeah.
We're just going to say the word Fortnite so we can put it in the title.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Welcome to the exclusive Fortnite podcast that's not going to talk about Fortnite. How was your week, Senchi?
It's been very plain, but very good for one reason. I just did one thing and one thing only and watched a lot of BoJack.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I never gave it a try for two reasons. Just because I didn't have Netflix for a long time, and then just I was so late on things I didn't want to just watch it. Then I'm not too far now. I'm in season 3, getting ready for the new season since it just came out today, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to catch up to you guys.
Yeah.
But it's so good. You guys were so right about that.
Good. I'm glad you're liking it. You
Yeah,
said you're...
it's kind of hard to get people into BoJack.
It is. It starts kind of rough, I'd say. Like the first one or two.
It's just kind of dry in the beginning.
Yeah. It's,
And
you
I'm
have
like,
to be a certain...
just get halfway through the first season, man. Just get halfway, and then they're like, oh. But like once they do, they're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's how I am,
you have to have
right?
a certain humor to start in the first couple episodes, but once you're in far enough, it's really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, good. I'm glad you're liking that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. What about you, Baron? You do anything good?
Yeah. So, last week I took a trip to Mexico to visit my family.
You over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And oh man, the food. Oh man, I gained like 6 pounds.
Oh, wow,
just
nice.
eating and like doing nothing, just lounging around. Yeah, because like they live on a farm, so like they make a lot of their ingredients,
Oh,
like their
wow.
own cheese.
Ooh,
They grow their own corn and beans.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and so like farm fresh, like from farm to table, like
That's
super
delicious.
good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they live in the middle of nowhere, in Mexico. And so at night, like I didn't even realize it because my sister would be like, "Oh yeah, you can see a lot of stars." And I remember when I was younger, you can see a lot of stars, but like now that like I'm more familiar with constellations and just like a little bit of astronomy and cosmology, like when I looked out there, holy crap. Like the amount of stars I saw was like more than the amount I could ever see while I was in the Marines with my NVGs.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
With my night vision goggles, because when you have night vision goggles, all that does is it lets you see any ambient light.
Right.
So like that's pretty much how it works. It just you can just see more.
Picks up like low traces of light.
Yeah, like whether it's reflections and stuff, because that's how light works.
Right.
And so when you look up in the sky with NVGs, it's just it's green, and then you see a bunch of white dots. But when I was on the farm over there, like it was just clear sky, and it was just like this black, canvas pretty much with just like millions of just white little dots. And
Man,
like,
that's
man,
great.
yeah.
I wish I could have been there to take pictures.
Yeah,
I
dang.
wanted to, but like I have a really crappy phone, so it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna have to bury this image in my brain.
Yeah.
Hey, where it counts, though,
remember
where
it.
it counts.
Yeah, at least you get to experience it, though. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Oh man, it was so cool. Only reason why I would go back because like they don't have like running water or electricity.
Oh, rough.
So I mean, I've been in worse scenarios and worse conditions.
Yeah, obviously.
So it's not that bad. It's just I gave up that life.
Yeah, it's not convenient.
Yeah.
No, I feel you.
But
wow.
other than that, I got around to watch because I don't normally like watch or listen to podcasts, like barely our own.
Yeah.
But
Thanks.
I was listening to the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk podcast. And
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
that one's really good.
Is it?
Yeah, because like I just saw a bunch of memes of Elon Musk smoking weed.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, I wonder what that's about, And so I clicked on it, and like the way his mind works, and like his ideas, and just like how his ingenuity and his genius is just like it's like overwhelming. I'm like, oh my god, like is this guy a human being? And he's so weird, like. he just it's so weird listening to a talk and then watching his like movements.
Yeah, he's kind of like, yeah, weird is the way to describe it.
Because
Honestly,
like he'll say something and he'll look at you and then he'll nod.
yeah, he's
But
I don't know if goofy's the right word, but yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. He's just kind of like off, like you
Yeah.
notice it, but he's still like smart.
I
Obviously,
I feel like he is the smartest man in this generation.
probably
'Cause, like,
honestly.
The amount of things he's doing, it's freaking crazy.
Oh,
like
yeah, all
I
at once.
highly recommend if you guys haven't seen it to
The
definitely
podcast.
watch the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk podcast.
Yeah, I've been meaning to. He does a lot of Joe Rogan. That is, he does a lot of good podcasts and has like
Yeah.
good guests and stuff.
Yeah, I like Joe Rogan. He was one of the few people who would watch while I was in the Marines because I had a friend there
So, oh, nice.
who liked Joe Rogan. We would just watch him together.
Yeah, yeah, he's got a good podcast. He always gets big people, and that one obviously is really cool seeming. I just haven't listened to it yet,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll have to check it out.
yeah.
What was the whole? I mean, obviously everybody like all the memes are about him smoking weed and stuff. So how was that? Was that even addressed, or did they just do that during the podcast?
Oh,
and
so
they didn't really.
I
Talk
think they
about
were
it?
talking about what were they talking about? Just like life being a simulation
Oh, nice.
and that theory.
Uh huh.
And then Joe Rogan's like, you know what? I need to smoke some weed. And so Joe Rogan, lights a joint and he's smoking
Okay.
it. And Elon Musk is like, is that a joint?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and he's like,
And he like asked him for
yeah,
it, or
he's like, Joe Rogan's like, yeah, man, it's totally legal. It's marijuana and tobacco, mixed, best
Yeah.
combination ever.
yeah, yeah.
And then Joe Rogan's like, you want some? And he's like, it's legal, right? He's like, Joe Rogan's like, yeah, we're in California, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, okay,
that's funny.
he takes like a hit or two, and then he's just like, yeah, that's where he gets that face. Like,
Yeah, the picture,
yeah,
everybody
and then
uses.
he passes back. So he wasn't like toking it up the whole show. It was just like
He just like tried it once.
yeah,
and-
one or two hits, and then, but yeah,
Dang, I'm
But-
gonna have to check that out. That's funny.
yeah. Other than that, I had a job interview for that security job,
Nice.
same company you work at.
Nice. There you go.
And then the very next day, they're like, yeah, come in for training. I'm like, oh, nice. Awesome.
Yeah, they move pretty quick.
How was that?
Yeah,
The
you-
training,
you-
it was just like death by
It's-
PowerPoint.
It's boring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to in the Marines, we used to say, like, whenever we had to sit through a class, it was just like, oh, death by PowerPoint.
No, that's
Because,
funny.
like, it's just super lame. But, like, these guys just had, like, really cheesy and corny freaking videos.
Oh yeah.
And it's super repetitive. It was like, I don't know. Like, because a lot of that stuff I already learned. you
Oh
know?
yeah, obviously.
And
'cause
so I'm like,
you have way more training than we do, so
Yeah.
obviously you know stuff. But
but yeah, like, I was overdressed. So, like, but, like, that's always best.
no, it's
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
I made everybody else feel bad.
Good. You should. That's good though.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's pretty boring because you're gonna. You would have known so much more in the military already, so I can't
Yeah.
even imagine sitting through.
yeah,
Security
pretty much I
guard
just learned
stuff.
that I should just tone it down.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much just like just observe and report, basically.
Yeah.
So
like
Rent a cop status.
yeah, pretty
But-
much.
Yeah, other than that, this week I also got a package in the mail, and it's my promotion warrant. And so, I mean, now I'm officially a sergeant in the Marines, but I'm like, oh, what do you fucking do? There's not a lot I can do with it now. I'm out. All the only good it does me is that, I can say, oh yeah, I'm a sergeant.
Yeah. So I feel like you've explained it before, but I don't remember like why or like how that works. Like you're
So-
already out. So why would that even happen?
So the way promotion works is just really, really quick. You get promoted, so the promotion system is a points system
Oh, okay.
for the first 5 ranks, pretty much.
Hmm.
Because after that, it's something else, and since I'm never gonna get it, I don't really care about it.
Yeah,
and
you're
so
already
I'm
out.
not gonna
so.
explain it, yeah. But up to sergeant, you there for your MOS, so for your job title,
Mm-hmm.
your specific job, there's a certain amount of points you have to get to be able to be eligible to be promoted.
Okay.
And the way you get those points is by our physical standards, like our PFT and CFT, which is like, you know, your physical fitness test and then the combat fitness test.
Oh,
So
okay.
they take your points for that. They also take your rifle score, so how well you did on the range.
Oh.
Yeah, so you know
Okay.
that always helped me out because physically, you know, I was a piece of shit. I'm like really slow.
Yeah, but your aim was good.
Yeah.
Good. That's
Um,
funny.
And then they take your education as well. So like you can either go to college, or you can do some
Like
classes
or something. Okay.
Yeah, some Marine Corps classes on a website. So you know you do that, and then main thing is they take your proficiency and conduct marks, which means like proficiency is how good at you are you how good you are at your job,
Right.
and your conduct is how good are you at just being an overall Marine. And my proficiency was always like, you know,
Good.
you know, good because you know I'm a genius and I was just like a tech guru.
Yeah.
But my conduct was always, you know, really bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say bad, probably.
You know,
right.
Yeah, I was a smart ass, and I got into fights, and I was just really belligerent
Yeah.
all the time. But
Dang.
but yeah, so I ended up. The way I got promoted is, you know, I got out in August, but that was terminal leave, so pretty much I had enough vacation days to leave early while still getting paid.
Oh, okay.
So during the month of August, I was still technically employed by the Department of Defense.
Oh, okay. You're still getting checks and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so my official last day was September 2nd.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So my promotion warrant says September 1st was when I got promoted.
Wow, that's
But
funny.
I've actually also heard that even after people like leave the Marine Corps, you know, they still get promoted because we still have, depending on our contract, either 3 or 4 years of inactive reserves.
Oh.
You know, just in case, you know, shit hits the fan or something.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, so technically, you know, I'm still under some obligation.
Right.
know,
they can
but-
call you up if it gets real
Yeah,
serious.
but they're not going to call me up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like.
I'll just politely decline. Not, but I probably wouldn't have a choice though.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
yeah, like
So with the promotion, did you get
I guess
a bigger paycheck at all, or was it
No.
so close to the end you
Yeah,
didn't even
like
get another paycheck?
yeah, I pretty much never got the chance of getting paid. As a
Yeah, as
sergeant.
a sergeant, dang.
Yeah, never had the chance to wear the rank or anything.
Right.
I mean, I already had sergeant duties. I was running my own shop. You know,
but you didn't
I had,
have the official.
Yeah,
I can Photoshop you with sergeant stuff on.
Yeah, I had guys under me and everything. But yeah, I mean, I guess I had enough points to get promoted. Because like when I got out in August, I was like, I want to say like probably 16 points under
Oh.
the cutting score.
Uh-huh.
And so I just got out. I'm like, oh well, that's
Yeah,
it.
it just
you know?
happens,
I'm just out as an E4 now. But then, I guess the score lowered for September, and then I barely made it, I guess. And so, okay.
Oh, like the level lowered, like the
The
standard or whatever.
Yeah, the minimum, the cutting score is what we call it.
Oh, gotcha.
The cutting score lowered, and then
Huh.
I guess I made it in there
on
like,
September 1st. That's funny.
Yeah, and so I'm like, oh,
Hey,
Oh.
that's something. Dang, that's funny.
so yeah,
Huh? Well, is that pretty much it?
yeah.
All
What about you, Tricky?
Well, I finally uploaded a new video on my own channel.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that.
I reviewed the Marvel VR game. That was not good. It was like my first review where I wasn't like happy and like, oh, this game is great. Because Marvel VR was just like disappointing, honestly.
Wow.
Then I'm also working with another YouTube channel doing some voice acting for them. I don't want to talk about it too much.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah,
I did like an audition. Yeah, you remember that?
yeah, where you sounded really southern.
Yeah. No, it was on accident. I was like messing with that a long time, but I got to roll with them. I don't know what my role is. I don't want to say who they are yet because they're being real like hushy about it. You know, they're not
That's
even
fair.
done with the script, so I don't want to mention it too much. But that'll be soon, so that'll be fun. But I really want to talk about The Messenger. You know, that game that I got on Switch recently.
Yeah.
It's not quite Hollow Knight, but it's surprising me just like Hollow Knight has. Like I thought it was a little like retro ninja game. It was
Platformer.
it seemed like platformer. It seems really linear when you first play it, and then it surprised me like 3 or 4 times. I want to say I actually finished it last night. I beat it, but it surprised me just like it just turns on your expectations a lot, and it has like a surprising amount of like depth and like a lot of stuff to it, like a good story and stuff. And it's just not what I expected at all, but it's like really, really good. So, you know, if you have the opportunity to get it and play it, you should. It's still only what, like $15, I think. Worth way more than that. It's one of those indie games that's like fantastic, but it's super cheap. So
Nice.
The Messenger's really good. I just finished that last night, so I was really excited to share because, it just keeps bringing surprises and like taking turns that you don't expect it to have and stuff.
How long did it take you to beat it?
Oh man, hours and hours. I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of what it said. It was probably in the 20s maybe.
Oh wow,
honestly, like it's a lot of gameplay.
That's pretty good.
Plus, it's like actually kind of hard, and like you can get through the regular story okay, but there's like optional challenges that are like really, really, really hard. So I found myself trying to do those over and over and just like dying constantly. So that eats up your time. But
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, honestly, and I'm glad that games are finally getting harder again, like they used to be.
Yeah, how they used to be.
It sounds cheesy, but I genuinely, like, when I beat it last night, the, like the feeling I got, like, the endorphin rush, I guess, from, like, finishing a game, I was like, oh, finally, because it's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so much better than beating a game that was, like, easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, games nowadays, like, you just walk through a story, basically.
You're like,
And you finish it, and you're like, that was interesting, but... You know,
that's about it.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move on. But when I beat the Messenger, I let the credits play, and I was like, like it was crazy weird.
Was there like a big boss at the end?
Oh yeah,
a really
it's
insane boss.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Metroidvania style.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's bosses all the time. So like towards the end you get like crazy big bosses and stuff, and it's just a big finale basically.
Yeah, a lot of games, like a lot of popular games, don't have big bosses anymore.
Yeah, bosses aren't really a thing. It's like a lot of these indie games are starting to bring it back. But yeah, so that was really good. And then the only other thing I've really played is I've been playing Nier Automata still. I'm on Route B. There's a lot of stuff in that game. That's just such a big story game. It's taken me forever to go through. I'm doing all the like side missions, like open world stuff on this route, so it's just taking me a while, but
it's gonna be a while till we hear from it.
Yeah, I'll get through more of it soon, but it's a good one. I like it a lot so far. It's crazy. The storytelling is really unique because the Route B repeats the same sequence of events as the first one, but in between everything, there's a lot more like abstract storytelling about the world in general. So it's just super interesting, and I'm getting really into it. I have to applaud them for their storytelling. Honestly, it's like the most unique game I've played, I think, as far as like how they explain the story. So it's cool. I recommend that as well. If you have a PlayStation, you should definitely play that.
I'm trying.
So now you have a 4K TV. You got to get on the 4K gaming, man. Get a
Yeah,
PS4
man.
Pro.
I have to.
Yeah,
Once they're in stock again.
Oh, you guys out?
Every Best Buy in Arizona is right now.
Wow, no way. PS4 Pros sell that crazy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
I haven't seen one in months.
That's hilarious. Holy
I
crap.
don't think we're getting them till maybe Black Friday.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a little
just
while
because
still.
PlayStation doesn't want to send them out.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
They're waiting for something. They must have something big.
Huh. I guess we'll see. So, did you see, what was it, yesterday, I want to say, the Nintendo Direct they just had?
I saw a bit of it. I didn't have a chance to see it all, but definitely.
There's a lot of good
There's
stuff.
some great things coming out.
The biggest thing, I don't know if it's the biggest thing, but the closest thing is Nintendo Online. That's in a couple of days as of recording this. Unless you're listening to this the day it comes out, it's probably already out for you.
True. September 18th.
September 18th. The big thing I wanted to mention, if you haven't heard, it's going to lock your Nintendo account to your user on your Switch. So you want to make sure you have it properly set up before that happens. Did you get that notification or the
email?
I got an email about it. Yeah.
Email.
So it's going to lock your Nintendo account to your user on your Switch. So I guess that's a thing you have to just make sure is all straightened out before it comes. And then, let's see, what was the biggest? Do you know who Isabelle is from Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
I didn't know, because I've never played Animal Crossing, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't play it either, but I know her from Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so she's in Smash Ultimate now. They announced that yesterday.
What?
So, I was going to say, isn't there another Animal Crossing character, or is she the first one?
No, she's going to be the second.
Yeah, I think
that's what I heard.
The boy is in it.
Yeah, they got that kid.
I forget his name, though.
Right. That's right. See, I didn't play the last Smash, so I'm a little behind, so I don't know. There might be characters I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's already an Animal Crossing character in it. So Isabelle just might be an Echo.
Another one. Oh.
Or it's going to be one of her own.
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know how either one fights. I didn't get to see the actual gameplay.
No, that's fine.
But I just heard that's a big one. No Waluigi still, but this is what we get instead. They announced a ton of new games and ports for the Switch too, like Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
That was pretty exciting. I like Luigi's Mansion a lot. I haven't played it since the first one, but a Switch game. I bet you it's gonna be kind of motion controlled.
It could be, yeah.
But
just
done well, you know what I mean? Not annoying.
Hopefully.
So I think that'll be pretty cool.
Did we get a release date?
I don't think so. I think they said just 2019 sometime. I don't think they said an actual date. That's all I remember.
It's gonna be a good title.
I might be wrong. You might want to Google that, but all I remember is 2019 sometime. So
yeah.
Did you ever play the Katamari series?
No.
I didn't.
No, what is that?
Oh, you've never even heard of it before?
No.
Oh man. So fans of it will be excited. That's coming out on Switch soon. It's a game where it's kind of hard to explain, but the gameplay itself, you're basically this little guy and you roll around this little ball, but the ball picks up stuff as you roll over it. So like objects on the street and stuff. And the more stuff you pick up, you just start getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you're rolling over entire cities and stuff.
Ah.
Kind
of like a snowball effect.
Kind of, yeah, but it just sticks to objects and
yeah.
Once you're big enough, you'll pick up animals and people and stuff, and it's just it's really cartoony looking, so you're just kind of sticking things to this giant ball and rolling around. It's really fun. I used to play it way back in the day. So it's not a new game. It's basically just a port, a HD re-release on Switch. But that's coming soon. That they're actually going to have motion controls too, which I'm pretty excited about. I think it'll be really fun. Fans of that series are kind of niche, but they get excited about the game, so I'm pretty excited for that to come out. So that was a cool one. Then we saw the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I had to take 2 breaths. That's such a long
such
title.
A long title.
That's literally what it says on the case. But that's what I feel like a couple weeks ago I brought that up as a rumor. We heard that it might be released on the Switch. So now they announced it. They just tacked the word deluxe on the end. And
just like Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
So they can just sell it again. That'll be on the Switch, and that'll be good. That's some classic Mario platforming right there, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's like the most current Mario platformer there is, so at least they'll put it on Switch, and that'll be sweet. Did you hear about the, they're not technically Joy-Cons, but they're modeled after the old NES controllers they
No, I
announced?
didn't hear about that.
Oh, man.
That's legit.
They are so cool. Let me show you pictures. So with Nintendo Online coming out, you know how they have access to all the old NES games?
Yeah.
With the Nintendo Online. So they also announced these old Joy-Cons that you can use as controllers when you're playing those games.
So you get that retro feel.
Yeah, but they still like clip on.
What?
They clip on to
Yeah.
charge. Because if you look at the
Dude.
top,
Yeah,
see?
you can see the rail.
Yeah, so they're still like wireless, and they clip on to like charge and sync up and stuff.
That's sick.
And a set of 2 of them are actually cheaper than a set of Joy-Cons. Do you see that price?
Yeah,
They're
dude,
like
I just saw that.
They're $60, which
For a pair.
for a pair of them, which is cheaper
Compared to
than.
$79.99.
I was gonna say Joy-Cons are like $80
They're
brand
80
new.
bucks.
So.
Jesus.
But the thing here, if you look at the fine print, it says it does not have Joy-Con functionality.
So you can't put
So-
the controllers on while trying to play.
Right. You can't play like regular games.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just for the NES
For the-
games
yeah,
with the online service. But still, I mean, they're wireless. They clip onto. They're rechargeable. I think that's pretty sweet, honestly.
That is.
I think I'd get a pair if I start getting into those old games a lot with the new service that I'm probably gonna end up getting. So, those were cool. I wanted to show you those pictures. They have this.
Probably. You know you're gonna get it.
Yeah, honestly, they have this other one. I don't know if this is. Like
For the
just-
family computer.
Yeah, is that what that's modeled after?
Yeah.
Okay.
The what?
That was actually a console.
Huh. So they have that as well. They have controllers modeled after the. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have a Bluetooth controller, and they have the NES like style skin, and they have that, and I really like that because I like the colors.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And someone told me, it's like, oh, that's from the family computer console. I was like, what the heck is that? I never heard of it.
Yeah, that's
It's-
funny.
Yeah,
I
I
never
guess
heard of that either.
It was really big though back in the day.
Huh. Yeah, so they're selling a set of those too, but they just work the same. It's for the old NES games.
Yeah.
So that was one of the coolest things. They talked about that a lot during the Direct. They were pretty focused on it. But that was pretty cool. Then the Switch itself is coming out with some new additions. Did you guys hear about these?
I heard. I think. Yeah, I saw the Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah, so the Smash Bros is getting a special
A
edition.
bundle, of
Nice.
course.
So like the dock has that look on it with all the characters, and then the special Joy-Cons and stuff.
Hell, I might get that one.
I might sell mine.
And then buy this one. Yeah, right. And then let's see, there's something else here. Oh, maybe it's not in this article, but they have this edition. Then they have the edition with the Steelbook and the Pro Controller that I told you about.
Yeah.
And then you can actually buy the Pro Controller on its own, but I don't know if you can buy those Joy-Cons on their own.
Oh, I wish.
I wish, because I don't want to go through trying to buy the whole new set. I just want those Joy-Cons really bad.
Or buy it and then put the old ones in the box and just sell them. Like,
Yeah,
oh
right.
man, they bamboozle you.
Yeah, dang. I mean, the dock is cool, but I really just want the Joy-Cons.
The Joy-Cons? Yeah, I feel you.
It's a cool set. So that's the one for Super Smash Bros. Then there's the one that they announced for the new Pokemon game.
Yeah, I saw that one.
The little Pikachu and Eevee. I like that they're going kind of like old school a little bit with Pokemon right now. I mean, they haven't talked about it too much because of Smash and all that other stuff's coming out. But, like, even just looking at this, like, the art looks a little more old-fashioned than the,
yeah.
like, crazy, fancy new Pokemon they've been kind of going towards.
Yeah, because it's inspired by some of the early Pokemon games.
Yeah,
so.
this new game's going to be a lot like the old ones, like Yellow, basically.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that they're focusing on Pikachu and Eevee, which is like two of their oldest but like biggest Pokemon, I think they're going in a good direction.
Yeah, they are.
Plus, I think that edition's pretty cool with like the the yellow and
Yeah,
the
kind of
kind
goldish,
of brownish,
yeah, brown
like
gold.
Joy-Cons for Pikachu and Eevee. That's kind of sweet, honestly. So that's a pretty cool one. But yeah, that's gonna come out with Pokemon, which is whenever. I don't even remember at this point. Is there anything coming out for Switch really soon?
Soon wise, just a lot more indie games. But I just heard those two titles right there, and I thought it'd be pretty cool. I know Lego Harry Potter collection's coming out.
Nice. That's
And-
got all of them in it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Dang.
Or I believe you can just choose. I don't know if they're gonna have a bundle for them. I assume they will. But from what I heard, that's coming. I think this year,
Nice.
like
Nice.
by the end of this year.
That's awesome.
And then
Yeah, I
One
get that.
Piece World Seeker. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the One Piece.
Yeah,
Anime?
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
that they're releasing a game. I think that one's gonna be 2019 though, and
Oh.
it seemed really sweet. Just because I didn't play One Piece. I watched a bit of it. I just never played it. But
Yeah.
the Naruto games, I love the Naruto games, and it's gonna be kind of like that.
Okay. Well, sweet.
So that's gonna be a good one too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Switch has got a lot of good stuff going for it.
I think besides indie games, I think the next big game release is probably going to be Mario Party, which comes out in a month.
In a month.
Oh yeah. What's the? I ask you every week.
October 7th.
7. That's the
Yeah.
date. Okay.
Because it's like just a few days before Senshi's birthday.
Oh right.
That's how I remember.
That's how you remember.
Nice.
Nice.
That's funny. Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
giving that to myself for my birthday.
There you go. Yeah, I might have to pick that up. I'm pretty excited about it, honestly. I've been watching. They showed a video, some more of that like river like co-op mode or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
During the direct, they showed it again. That looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's in like a different way of playing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited, honestly. It looks like they've done a lot of work for this one. I feel like it's gonna be.
Yeah, 'cause it's been so long since we had a Mario Party at least release. It's been like what 2-3 years
Yeah, whenever what was it, like 10 for the Wii U?
for the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never even played that one, but yeah,
I
that's
did.
the last one. Was it any good? What was it like?
it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't the best. I still like the older schools.
Yeah.
like 7, 6, and 5. Those three right there were probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, dang. I remember I've only seen footage of 10 because I watched these people play it like drunk, like it was a drinking game. But that's all I've ever seen because I never got to play it. I never had a Wii U or knew anyone with one, so it's like
That's fair.
I missed out on a tiny chunk of Nintendo that I didn't really care about. But I'll just never know. Like that and like the Smash.
You
like
ain't missing much.
Yeah. That's what I heard, so I never really got into it. I was
Yeah.
big on the other consoles around that time.
You skipped to the good console, which is the Switch right now.
Yeah. I came back to Nintendo at a really good time.
Yeah, you did. Perfect time.
But speaking of other consoles and stuff, Spider-Man has been like dominating the internet.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of the new Spider-Man game. I'm really excited about it. I don't have it yet, but I have a PlayStation, so I'm in a good position to get it sometime.
You should get it so we can play it.
Yeah, come on.
I've been meaning to get it. I don't want to get it right now, just because my birthday's coming up, and I know there are certain people that know that I want it that might have gotten it for me. Like mainly my wife has been getting me a lot of stuff, so
That's fair.
I don't want to get it just in case she got it and then she'll get all pissed about it, you know.
Like, really?
But we'll see if that's true or not. If not, I'll just get it myself after my birthday.
No, everybody at my work talks about it.
Yeah,
And
that's all I hear is
they're like, get a PlayStation, man. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I've been doing my best to avoid watching stuff about it
Yeah.
because I want to like keep it not spoiled and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've just seen a couple of reviews about like gameplay and just how it works, and it looks fantastic. It looks really, really, really good. But that's about that. That's all I have really for console news. Other stuff.
Call of Duty, Blackout, the beta recently came out for that's their new
like Battle Royale.
Battle
right?
Royale. And a lot of people who played the beta said it was really good.
Yeah.
Like,
oh wow.
like everybody's loving it.
Yeah. I've seen gameplay and I'm kind of tempted to get it now.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
Cause like it's first person, so it's not like PUBG or Fortnite.
Yeah, it's a
So
little
for me,
different,
that's a
obviously.
win because I like first person shooters more than third.
Third person, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's pretty much starts off the same, where
You still
you're in an aerial vehicle and then you drop. So like in this case, you're in a helicopter, and then
Okay.
you drop.
you still like skydiving though, like
Yeah.
first person and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds actually kind of cool.
No,
Yeah.
you skydive in third.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
You have like the wingsuits. And
Yeah.
you kind of just glide and
Oh,
everyone
gotcha.
and up until you reach the limit, then you parachute.
oh, gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
I heard you can with the wingsuit you can go pretty far. Like you
Yeah.
can go across the map if you wanted to.
Wow.
You can
Okay.
glide for a pretty long time.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
And then you can do solo, you can do teams of 2, and teams of 4.
4.
So like a little
Yeah.
fire team.
That's pretty standard. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
And what I've heard big things with is basically they took things from Fortnite and PUBG and just they got the best of both games
Yeah.
and made it their own and
Yeah.
just I think made it better.
They gave it their own Call of Duty spin.
Yeah.
Wow, that's smart.
So it actually looks pretty good. You know,
It does.
Like we were talking about last week, I think, like, oh, they're a little late in the game, you know.
We'll see
Yeah.
how it is.
But like
Yeah.
I guess, you know, that time they waited like actually paid
Well,
off.
They
worth it,
put
yeah.
it into making it good.
Because there's a grappler too in
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a grappler, there's
Wow.
vehicles. You can actually I think fly helicopters.
Yeah,
too.
I heard the vehicles aren't as overpowered as they are like in Battlefield. If you have a vehicle, you know, you're
You're just-
almost a god.
Yeah, basically.
But here, like, you know, you either get a 2-man ATV
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
or you get I think like an armored truck or
Yeah,
something,
It's an armored
and
truck.
then a helicopter.
Oh, wow.
But like you can get sniped out of the helicopter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If someone's good enough.
Dang, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Black Ops, so maybe I will get this one if it's that good.
Yeah.
I forget. Is it? There's a PC release for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not out yet, but it's definitely the one I'm gonna get too.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I mean I have a console, but I think I might. This might be the first Call of Duty I get on PC because that's where I usually play my like competitive shooters now. So
yeah.
Huh. Well, I'll have to check it out.
I'm considering it for sure after seeing that gameplay. I'm just
It's
like,
been
you know what?
actually
I'm
pretty
probably
good,
not gonna
huh?
touch Blackout too much. Here and there I am,
Yeah.
but just the regular Call of Duty.
The game in
The
general
game,
looks
yeah.
pretty sweet.
Mhm.
Huh. Well, good. Well, I'm glad they did well. I mean, Black Ops is one that was like super cool, and then it was kind of cool, and then it was not as cool.
Yeah, it was
They
just
made
like the
third
same.
one.
Yeah, it was just
so,
the same thing over and over.
but maybe this one's cool again. I guess I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, but yeah,
Huh.
and like other news though, so the Belgian government just released that they're conducting a criminal investigation against EA.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of heard a little bit about this.
Yeah,
it's like
'cause-
about like FIFA, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
The game?
about their loot boxes.
Oh, right, right.
Because every other company, you know, because they passed a law, all loot boxes are considered gambling. It's legal. Well, it's not illegal. You just need a gambling like license,
Oh, right.
pretty much. And EA was like, you know, fuck that shit. You know, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And now the Belgian government's like, oh, you know, it's just a pissing contest at this point.
Dang.
But
Hmm.
But yeah, like I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on like loot boxes. Like, what do you guys think of them? Do you think?
So we mentioned this before on our podcast.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah.
First of all, like if you want my personal opinion,
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I don't like them as a system. I think I'm okay with it. Like Overwatch does it kind of okay,
Yeah,
where it's just cosmetics and it's not really like anything game changing.
yeah,
I'm kind of okay with it in that sense. Also because you can earn them by playing instead of purchasing them.
yeah. So you have more than one option, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
So like that I'm kind of okay with because I don't get sucked into buying them. Like, I'm never tempted, and, like, I feel like a lot of people aren't. But it still gives people an option to give the developers money, you know what I mean, to keep them running. So, like, I'm okay with that. But I hate it when, they make it really hard to get them without paying for them. So you're basically, like, tempted to buy them all the time.
Yeah.
But then also when it changes, like, gameplay stuff, you know what I mean? Like, when you use loot boxes to unlock better weapons, that puts you ahead of other players.
Yeah.
I really don't like it in that situation. And as far as, like, considering it gambling, I think when you're using real money, it's pretty clear that it's gambling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
it's hard to understand for some people because it's in a video game, and it's like objects in a video game, and they don't get it. But I mean, it pretty much is. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm kind of with. I feel like I'm with the Belgian government on this one, honestly, because I'm pretty like, if they have things in place to control gambling, which is their prerogative, because it's like the gambling commission or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
the gaming commission.
Yeah, I think it is correct in their assumption that it is considered gambling and they should treat it as such. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're
So
saying.
that's kind of where I'm at. Like, whatever their laws are, I don't know. It's a different country. I don't know how things work over there, but as far as, like, if it's considered gambling, I think it definitely is. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you think, Senshi?
I'm pretty much on board with what Triggy's talking about. I mean, I think they're cool in a way, but then they can be badly used too. Like, just to say, game advantage, that's the worst thing ever, you know. Not only, I mean, I'm an adult. I can purchase things online, whatever. But back then, I mean, when I didn't have a job or when I was too young to even get a job, like, how's that even fair for me? You know, unless I take money from my parents to get all these loot boxes and stuff like that.
Actually, one of my little cousins spent $700 like on Fortnite.
Fortnite? That's what
and
I
like,
was about to
dude,
say.
why?
Yep.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how? Like, are you like? He's like, oh no, I worked for this money. You know, like he'll work, like, you know, he'll do chore, like his allowance, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much his allowance.
His allowance. He tells his parents, "Let me spend my allowance on Fortnite." I'm like, dude, you don't want to buy like clothes or like, you know,
food or
anything. Anything. He's like, no, I just want it all on Fortnite. I'm like, oh my god. So like, for me, in that sense, like, I don't like the concept of loot boxes because kids could, you know, they overspend. They don't understand that like you have to do a lot to get money. You know, you have to work to get paid.
Yeah, they don't understand the value.
When you're a kid, you know, in some situations, I mean, not everybody is as fortunate enough to just be given money when you're a child. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was working since I was 11 or 12.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, I didn't like have an allowance as a kid like that, so I never.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah,
I mean, I had a job.
Yeah, I know, but I just mean like the kid you're talking about, like.
Yeah, kids nowadays.
$700. I would never even touch $700 at that age. You know. Dang. Yeah, it's and even with Fortnite, those are just cosmetics, and like those are the one. That's what I said I was cool with, but
yeah, there's no game advantage to that.
Yeah, but kids still spend so much money. Like, you're totally right. I think it's good if you can earn them in game, but it's hard to get stuff in game with Fortnite. It is. Like, I've used to play it a lot, and I have nothing as far as like skins and stuff. And yeah, they just make you spend so much money on it, and kids do that all the time. That's not common, or that's not uncommon. I wasn't surprised when you said that just now.
Yeah, because like, you know, when people say gambling, and you know, we have to, you know, regulate that. That's normally for you know, gambling addicts,
right?
Like at casinos or like the races, you know.
Yeah,
but when it comes to video games, you know, those people aren't gambling in video games. It's the kids.
Yeah, no kidding.
And so,
And like it's not even the possibility of getting money back in this situation.
Yeah.
You're basically
Yeah.
only sinking money in.
Yeah,
and
you can't win any money.
Yeah,
back.
you're not getting money back at all. You're just getting game stuff. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
like intangible things.
yeah,
And so that's why like I kind of see why the government's doing that.
yeah.
But I also
Belgian
see
government.
like, you know, EA is, as much as we hate EA, you know,
Mhm.
like I can see what you know what they're doing. It's just capitalism at its finest, you know.
True.
Like
You can, freedom of doing whatever.
yeah, charging people.
Yeah, exactly. And that's totally fine because I know that I'm not going to fall for loot boxes and I don't spend my money. It's unfortunate that like these games prey on kids a whole lot, but I don't think they should regulate them too much. I'm just saying when you're working and selling games like in a different country,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be aware of like what they're doing.
Their laws,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Because they can get away with all that shit here just fine. Like,
Yeah.
For now, that is. I know it's a conversation, but it works out here. But if another country is like, no, we're not cool with this, like
Yeah.
you kind of have to back down. Like Overwatch did that when they like outlawed loot boxes. Overwatch was just like, okay. Like they just removed them from like Belgian copies of the game.
Yeah.
Like other
Yeah.
companies have done the same
and
thing.
Belgium's not the only country that's banned loot boxes. I
No,
know,
it's
I know
like
China has done it as well.
Yeah, it's like a couple, and Overwatch had to pull their loot boxes in China just because like that's what you do if they decide that you're like,
Yeah.
okay, like I still want to sell my game in your country, so
Yeah.
let me back off a little
Yeah,
bit.
you either lose your whole money by getting your game banned,
Right.
or you just lose a little bit
Just
by like letting your game stay there. Just remove a certain aspect.
Right,
Of it,
yeah.
exactly.
So it's a choice.
So I think I feel like EA's not making a good decision by like trying to strong arm the Belgian government with this, honestly,
Yeah.
because I feel like I don't really know how the politics work over there, but I feel like a lot of European countries kind of like follow each other and like adapt to the same laws and stuff.
Yeah, with the EU.
Yeah. So I feel like if the Belgians pass something that like strong arms loot box games,
Oh, you think it's going to be like a domino effect, and
I feel like it'll spread
They're
all
gonna
over
get on
Europe,
board with it.
and it'll like ruin Europe for companies that do crap like this. You know what I mean?
That's the same ideology that America had for communism.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, exactly.
Well, if this country becomes communist, then another one will become communist. So we have to stop communism.
But isn't that like kind of how the EU works though? Like government wise, I feel like that's kind of like how they operate though, isn't it? Like
Communistic?
No, I mean like adopting the same policies as
Oh.
other countries because
Yeah,
they
okay.
kind of like unify their
Yeah, I
government a
was
little
gonna
bit.
say, no, they're not communists.
No, I'm not saying they're communists. I'm just saying like if a country
Right.
like passes a
Yeah.
new law, they kind of like adopt it everywhere, basically.
Yeah, they kind of follow suit.
Yeah, so if that's the case, and then Belgium, passes something that's like games with loot boxes are not allowed here at all,
Yeah.
then it spreads all over Europe, and then companies like EA that make games like this are just screwed forever because they had to make this stand right now, and they
Mhm.
ruined it for everybody. So I don't know.
Yeah. The EU, not only did the EU well, I mean, they're trying to ban loot boxes.
Right, the
But
Belgium, yeah.
They just recently, September 13th, memes were banned in the EU.
Yeah,
What?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so the official verbiage isn't
Memes.
Memes.
Yeah. Nobody, yeah.
but it's
Old people don't call it memes.
It's basically a new article they passed that allows companies to basically like make copyright claims on people's like social media posts.
Yeah.
So essentially posting memes. If it's
It's
like a
one of
picture of like a
somebody else. Like,
like
No.
a movie or something.
movie.
Yeah, because that's what memes are.
It's basically like
take
references and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you post a picture of like a movie that has a copyright, that company can use this new article that was passed. It's like Article 13 or some crap like that. They can use that to then take action against you posting that material.
Yeah.
Dang. So that's just a long-winded way of saying they banned
memes
in the EU. So yeah,
That's crazy.
It did happen pretty soon or pretty recently. There's this. I posted it on my Twitter. There's a movement. It's the hashtag filter the filter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Where people are going to basically. People are trying to organize and boycott any company that utilizes that article, that new law, that if anybody tries to copyright people's memes and stuff, then there's a giant movement of people that will boycott that company so that they won't do that. So companies are scared of doing that. Just because the law is there, but the companies have to act on it. You know?
Yeah, so it's just there in case they want to take action.
Right.
So they don't have to. So that's what the public is doing. They're saying, if any company takes action with this, we will boycott you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Basically just keep them from doing it because they don't think it's fair, and I don't think it's fair either. I think it's kind of stupid.
Yeah,
stupid.
So yeah, that's the new thing with the EU.
Do you guys know why memes were banned? What is the reason in the first place?
I honestly don't. I don't know. I know they've been working on it for a while.
I know
started
that,
talking about it a while back.
Because people got offended, I feel like.
Is that what it is?
That's what I feel like.
It's pretty reasonable.
I mean, it's
the EU.
The day and age that we're in, that's got to be what it is.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine,
life without memes.
No, I was gonna say what movie or what reference could have been offensive enough for the government to be okay, we're shutting this shit down. We're not done. We're done with these now. I wonder what meme.
It's gonna be a legendary meme.
I wonder what meme hit what government official just right. So they're okay, we're done. We're done with this. I'm shutting down the memes.
They probably visited r/space sticks or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculous, but they passed it. It's a real thing now, so whatever. At least it's not here. We still have those sweet, sweet memes in the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw this funny. There's a bunch of people hand drawing memes, scenes from movies. They'll hand draw it instead.
I seen people just write out in text image of Fallout Boy waving arms, and then they have
that's funny. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, but they'll just write out a brief description of the image.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
And there's a lot of people have made the EU. I guess they have a flag. The EU does itself, and they made that a meme, so they're trying to get the EU to ban itself.
Yeah, actually, I heard about that. They were trying to ban the EU flag as a meme.
Yeah, they've honestly, it's ironic in a way. They've basically made themselves a meme. Everybody's just laughing about this. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's a crazy world we live in at this point. It's we're banning memes in the government. That's what the government has to do right now.
Let's not have a new reform for the education system, or let's not fix our budget, our annual spending. Let's ban memes.
Yeah, memes are the problem. We need to get rid of those.
Memes are bad.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's a crazy world.
That's funny.
Well, that's pretty much all I got. You guys want to start wrapping it up?
Yeah.
So we got, what do we got coming up? We have more Detroit.
BoJack Horseman. Oh, yeah.
BoJack
Detroit.
We're going to be watching BoJack at home. But if you're not into that, you can watch our channel instead. Because we have Detroit coming up every Friday. Right?
Yeah.
We do that on Friday.
Yeah, so we'll have another episode out.
Yeah, we have the other one. I think it's... by the time you're listening to this, episode 5 will be published.
Yeah.
I think that's the one we're on. And then we're still live streaming on Tuesdays. We had a pretty difficult time last week. Me and Senshi playing Cuphead was pretty rough, but any ideas what we're playing this week? Do we have any ideas in the works, or are we gonna keep it a mystery for the viewers here?
What did? I think I remember I wanted to play something, but I forgot.
I gave some good ideas last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did throw some good
Yeah.
ideas.
Cuphead was good because it was just the two of us last week.
Uh-huh.
It was
Yeah.
hard.
It was stupid
We
hard.
didn't do very well.
Not at all.
But that was a fun stream. That went by real quick.
It did.
But yeah, what are
Yeah.
you looking something up, or what are you in the mood for?
Mm,
Because I'm trying to think of stuff we haven't played yet. If we're still
Either-
mixing it up,
Rocket League or
Rocket League would be good.
what's Lethal League? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
League.
that's a game Senchi's been talking about for months now.
It's just so
Nah,
fun.
It's,
nah, we'll pass.
It's
Screw you guys.
it's like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like baseball, but not baseball.
Okay.
Like the game itself is not baseball, but you play with baseballs and baseball bats.
Okay.
or
so it's-
hockey sticks, or I forget
So is
what
it-
else.
Yeah, so
or a
it's
cane,
kind of like,
is
or
it
a hammer.
Is it a fighter? or-
yeah, kind of. So it's like Smash, I would
I'll
say.
show you the video after this.
Yeah, you gotta just kind of watch it. It's hard to describe.
All
We
right.
might be playing Lethal League, everybody, so just be ready for that.
He's pretty worked up about it, but it's still in
It's pretty good.
consideration. Rocket League would be good. I feel like we
It
haven't
could
played
be
that in
good.
a while.
Mario Party,
I don't know. We'll
like an older
Maybe.
one.
yeah. I have what do I have? 5 Mario Party 5. I
Yeah,
think?
5.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll play that. I haven't played that in a while. We can get ready for the new
For the
one.
new one.
Yeah.
Maybe we will do that. Actually, that sounds pretty fun. So
Yeah, we're gonna be live streaming that sucker
Either
a
way.
lot.
either way, we'll let you know when we decide. Maybe we'll put it on Twitter or something ahead of time, and we'll get
Yeah.
ready for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Bye.